we have a couple errands to run. We're going to drop something off at the post office, and then we'll get right into the topic today. So, thanks again for tuning in. Welcome back. So just made it here to the post office. I'm gonna run in and drop this off, and I'll see you guys in a second. I'm gonna leave you here. See what I say. I'll be right back. You guys missed me, right? You did. Please? Now, I know what you guys are thinking. That's not why I clicked on the video. I didn't click on the video to see you do something at the post office. So let's get into that right now. Now, when I picked my car up, when I brought it back from the dealership, I found out some disturbing things, and let me explain. Yeah, that's right, you read that right. The Hellcat's got some problems. For these issues to be something that they sold it to me with, that shouldn't have been something that they should have done. So let's hop into it, and I'll go over what happened here. This car needs 2 new motor mounts. Motor mounts, in case you didn't know, are connected to the chassis of the car, and it mounts in 2 different places, up front and two in the back. And what it does is it stabilizes that for all the power that you have when you push the gas, so you don't get jolting back and forth, you don't get the car revving to a certain degree and then the chassis twisting because of the power not being settled and mounted to the frame correctly. When I shift the car, it will jolt forward, and you can visibly see it do so. Now, the second thing that is going on is they have to replace the front right control arm. Now, in case you don't know what that is, there is linkage that you have in 4 separate areas up front that help your wheels actually turn and move with the suspension. Now, that's not, uncommon for cars that are used or anything like that. When you would turn, what it does is it will fight back, and it will actually jolt you the other direction. When I told them what was going on, they tried to play it off as, oh, well, it's just normal for the car. It's not normal. This should not be hard for you to turn. Depending on the severity of it, it is something that can fail while you're driving on the highway. So the second thing I'm going to cover, failing front brakes. That's right, guys. My rotors and the brake pads and the calipers all need to be replaced. I was very lucky getting it home because these brakes right here are meant to stop all of this. And they sent it home with me under the condition that they let it go in. And yes, it's common knowledge that dealers are garbage, but for them to sell a high caliber vehicle like this with those issues, that's definitely something that I will make sure that is not, unspoken for, because it definitely should not have been let go that way. Now, the dealership did agree to fix these things. However, they were not going to fix everything I originally told them about. They said that the car was sold in working condition, that it didn't need some of the issues, and that it was just normal wear. They also said that part of the issue with it was that it was a used car. Yes, but it needs to be functioning as a functional vehicle. I didn't pay what I paid for this car for it to have the issues that it came with. Normal wear and tear, fine. But having issues that could potentially put my life or my family's life in danger, not okay. Unfortunately, it is a reflection on the dealership. So Camelback Toyota, I don't know that I would recommend your used cars. Yes, they did agree to fix some things. However, again, I had to fight for some of that. Again, they could just be more upfront about things, and they could do their due diligence. When you spend money on a caliber car like this, you don't expect to have to worry about that. And also, I only had the car for a week, maybe 2 weeks before it went back to the dealership. I waited 6 years to get a Hellcat, and it was very hard to do. And waiting that long to get one, and then all of a sudden finding out, oh, well, it's got problems and you have to take it back, and then not having it, not having answers, and still having to pay for something that you waited so long to have and you were so excited to get, it's very deflating. Don't get me wrong, because there were some people in Camelback Toyota that were awesome. Specifically the finance that I worked with. My salesman was pretty good, but you know, the overall quality and something that I shouldn't have to worry about was definitely not taken into account. Anybody that looks at these cars, especially now because pretty soon they're only going to be used, do your due diligence. Make sure that you have everything checked, because these are serious machines, and something as small as a control arm could end your life, depending on how bad it is. So do your due diligence and make sure that you check out all my other videos. And thanks again for subscribing, like, and share. I'll see you guys on the next one.